Okay. Good morning and welcome to the top 16 elimination from the Valencian regional here in Spain. Everything's ready to get underway. We've got about 5 minutes before the round starts. Players are all setting themselves up, getting ready for the start of the elimination bracket. We can switch over to this camera. I don't know if I can hear this too well. I'm going to move the microphone closer to there, I'm not sure. That was the ranking at the end of the day yesterday. David Diez, highest ranked rebel, 6-0, 998 MOV, playing Crimson Leader, Miranda Donny, and Ezra Bridger in the Shepherd shuttle. You've got all the top 16 there. The only problem is Daniel Lopez in 13th place had to drop, so Javier Navarro from 17th place moved up to play against David Diez. We've got, what else is going on here? So there's some interesting lines. We've got 2 Nim Mirandas in the table. Let me take a look at the table now. In the top, Ruben Barrio on the left side of the screen is playing Nim Miranda, and Lizardo Montagut on the right side of the screen is playing Nim Miranda. So we could see a Nim Miranda final, which would be very favourable for everybody. No, everybody would love that right now. But anyway, we're working on it, and just to make sure, there's been a lot of stuff going on recently. Just to confirm, in this tournament they have ruled that Nim Miranda, the Trajectory Genius combination works. This decision was made a week and a half ago, as lists needed to be submitted previously to the event, and so a week and a half ago it was decided. Lists got submitted, and then changing that decision afterwards would not be in good taste. Okay, so on the left side of the table we've got Abraham Martinez. Abraham Martinez is a local fixture here, always arrives in fancy dress. 2 years ago he came dressed as Biggs Darklighter. He had a full X-Wing flight suit and grew out his moustache for that tournament. And the right side of the table is not there right now, but Joel Guillamon is on his way to the table now, from Cornellà de Llobregat de Catalunya. Lists will go up on screen now. Cornellà de Prat de Llobregat. So, on Abraham is playing Lorik with Expertise Tactician C3PO, a Liberator with Selflessness Gunner Tactician, R2D2 with Integrated Astromech, and Joel is playing Miranda with Twin Laser Turret, Extra Munitions, Sabine Wren, Harpoon Missiles, Thermal Detonators, Guidance Ships, and Chewbacca with Rey, C3PO, Lone Wolf, Millennium Falcon, Engine Upgrade. And we've just got 1.5 minutes before they give time. Players are allowed to place dials, deploy before time starts, and we'll be with you for the top 16. I'm just going to quickly share. Tiempo ya.
Tiempo. ¡Oh!
Okay. Everything gets underway.
Sí, tío. Ah, acuérdate que esta defiende por eso.
He visto la partida y no la haces tantas veces, ¿eh?
Tiene sigilo. Es que no me suena que lo hubiéramos hecho tanto.
No.
Ah, vale. Para dar una pasada. Voy a ponerle ojo. Y no para de llorar. Y no para. Parece que juego con inferior.
Pero,
Dime.
4 años sí que me tocó un vale.
Poli, más. Para que el día de hoy sea mejor, tenéis que saber todos que es el cumpleaños de Alex Barba, ¿verdad? Podéis felicitar a Alex Yo creo que el tío se va cambiando la fecha a cabo del año para que le
Barne Sur. Barne Sur. ¿Qué? Ven para acá. Quiero sexo, pero era para darte. Ah, vale, para el sexo ya sabes que... Eso está grabado. Pues entonces ponte que creo que está grabado para más. Pone 2 rombos.
Pues es que lo lógico es porque no vamos a llegar, si no te digo que el ojo ese... El ojo ese ahí mismo no iba a estar.
Focus. Lo pongo ahí, ¿vale?
Pero voy a hacer una cosa, ¿vale? Y es...
En ocasiones...
Ya da igual, ¿vale?
Sí. La parte entre comillas positiva es que no deberías poderme usar artillero. También es que saque.
¿Cómo?
Que la parte positiva es que no deberías de usarme artillero.
Ah, bueno.
Porque no defiendo mucho.
No, claro. Solo que haga blanqueadas que alguna vez pasó.
Ya. Vamos a disparar. Y los pico en rey.
Es el Chewbacca viejo, ¿no? Que no el de los críticos, el que no me cuenta.
Okay, so that's all that done. Taken care of. Business. I'm going to get into the chat room in just a moment, and let me explain to you a little bit about what's going on here. So I've explained that Abraham is a local player. Oh, that was right. Okay, Abraham was a local player. Is a local player, I should say. Sorry. Let me get to the home page. Where's the home page on this? Okay, let's just close it and just go back in. Who always shows up to the major tournaments in type of fancy dress. So today he's come in a kind of a desert helicopter pilot outfit. There we go. Full dress. He's actually got a prop weapon, a prop gun, sidearm, and a full helmet with microphone. Which is, he's kind of a military collector of regalia. Joel Guillamon on the right of the table is one of the well-known members of the community for being particularly vocal of his dislike of many parts of the game. Is considered one of the haters in the community, but is an all-round thoroughly nice guy and friendly chap.
Yo no llego. ¿Para ellos primero? Sí, sí. No, no. Vale. Yo no llego, a ver.
Still not in range for any combat. Oh no, here we go. We've got Jess Pava on Chewbacca.
Pues, a ver, pues. Por el primero, no sé si es con piedra. No, 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 no.
No tiene. Solo larga.
So there's no asteroid, no obstruction.
Repito por lobo, ¿vale? Este arranco 1, 2.
Gracias.
2.
Esquivado. Pava. Repite 1 por su habilidad. 3.
Digo 1, con 1, esquiva y guardo el ¿vale? No, no, no. He sacado 1. He dicho 1 con C3PO y gasto la ficha de esquiva.
Ah, vale, 1 con
Entonces,
So 3 dice blocked. And they go back to dials. So Abraham's 2 Wookiees and Jess Pava. What's interesting is Jess Pava doesn't go with that M9G8, but then she's getting her own rerolls anyway from her ability of staying in formation. And obviously, if you watched yesterday, one of the things you'll notice is that there's not so much background noise today. There's not so many people in the venue. We've got that very low ceiling that makes sound carry very strongly. And there were so many people in the same room yesterday, it caused a lot of background noise here. Today, as it is, and I've just noticed I've got the microphone right in front of that player camera, which is about to eclipse the Millennium Falcon, but we'll see if I can move it back a little bit after this game. So the 1 forward to victory from the Rebels. Falcon closes in at close range. Falcon has to do some heavy damage to be able to punch through the abilities of Lorik and the Wicked Liberator with Selflessness to be able to sink damage on any of the ships.
Perdón, que no te enseñaba el diálogo. Tengo esa costumbre porque como yo los tengo los movimientos memorizados.
Difficult action decision for Joel. He's in arc of all. Maybe not the Wookiee Liberator, but definitely Lorik, and I believe Jess. It might be a bit close with Jess, but it gives me the impression from the camera that he is. But then yesterday we saw that several instances of where arcs looked pretty obvious on camera that they actually weren't in arc. We had one player from the UK come over to play with us, Neil Donison from Southampton. He made 19th place and missed out on the top 16 by 15 points MOV. He blamed that on one round where he had to fly his Han Solo over an asteroid and suffered that damage, giving half points to his opponent, and that's where he blames his fault yesterday. What's this? Software update. God, I'm not really using that. So the focus is the action that he takes. Oh no, what was that then? What's he got? Oh, he moved it from Ray. So he gets a focus from Ray. What's the action he took then? An evade, I guess? Yeah, he's got the evade. Okay, so 2 hits and a focus result. Becomes a crit. No, becomes a hit. No, he's just taking it away. And 1 evade. Plus the reinforced token. 1 hit. He's got the reinforced token, so no change there. Now Lorik is going to attack Chewbacca. Gives him a tension, a stress token. 2 hits for the tactician. And it looks like 1 evade, maybe. Spends the evade.
Sí, sí, porque llevas maestría y...
Sí, el estratega es este. A ver, activo primero Pava, que creo que no te veo por aquí, ¿verdad? Pava no te veo.
No, es lo que me estaba agachando precisamente para mirar, y aquí también me he agachado para hacer...
Le tiro a él y ya está.
No, tampoco.
Estratega es esta.
Ah, largas, vale.
No, artillero.
Fuera.
Sí, no, fuera de él porque no veo. Vale, pues entonces, solo este.
Artillero. The one that's attacking now is the one that has gunner. And this they decide that it's got range, it's got arc. That's right, I forgot to put the colour on the ship, didn't I? Where's one? Lorik is the one that has the turquoise token. That's corrected. So 2 hits, a focus result. Joel gets 1 evade and a blank. And loses a shield from Chewbacca. Joel's a fan of painting up his ships, so he's got that very industrial looking Millennium Falcon, cobalt blue paint job. Of the local team in the top 16, we've got 3 players from the local Petrios club, 2 of which are facing off in a Petriocidio, a Petricide, and the Swiss champion David Diez is playing against another local player, Javi Navarro, the one that just squeaked in after a drop from a player who couldn't make today. Javi Navarro is part of the box team, who have another local team. We've got 3 members in the top 16. Lisandro Montegud is the former regional champion from 2015, the very first tournament I streamed. He won. Javi Navarro is playing against David Diez, and Antonio Roma is also in the top, playing a Dash Miranda, I believe. And I think even Abraham even counts as part of the box team. So 4 members of box, I believe, in top 16, and 3 Petrios from the local community. We've also got at least 2 players from the Beers and Ships team from Albacete making it into the top 16. Pedro Villena and Alejandro Campos, Alex Campos, both of whom we saw on the stream yesterday. I believe that's it as far as Albacete is concerned. From Barcelona, we've got Alberto Diaz, who we saw on stream yesterday, have his only loss of the day on the stream, and Guillamon, also from Barcelona. Who else we got? We've got Jorge Almente representing Ibiza, playing against Alberto Diaz from Barcelona. Victor Doné, who we saw play yesterday, I believe is from the local Valencian area, is playing against Pedro Villena from Albacete. So a wide variety of some of the highest players that we've got, really, in the region. Albacete is not too far away. Barcelona is quite a distance, but it's on the same coastline, so it's kind of like related. And so we've got 2 players come down. So two of the high-level players. Joel's well known throughout the community. Alberto Diaz is one of the more accomplished players and respected players of Barcelona. And Barcelona's got some pretty good players as well, huh? Still quite early in the morning. And I'm having a good day. I think things are going to go very well. Miranda takes 2 turns to the right, left. Chewbacca's obviously got to try and shake that stress before he can really get back involved in the fight. An actionless Chewbacca is not going to be much use. He's got 3 focus tokens stacked on Rey, but they'll disappear very quickly if he's not careful with that stress.
No, pero eso no puedo dejar nada. No, aparte las mías son de antes de
de las de movimiento, vale. Pues Vale, Miranda lo tira. Tira primero low rig. A ver si llego.
So he's moved the focus from Ray to Chewbacca. Obviously trying to make sure he punches through on Lorik this round. Lorik's front reinforced, if I can see the token correctly. No, he looks like he's back reinforced, his rear reinforced. So that's going to be a difficult attack for Chewbacca to pull off.
¿Este ya se testeó, Lori?
I hadn't seen Miranda lose 2 shields as well. Okay, so looks like 3 hits from the first tier.
Uno más el refuerzo.
Chewbacca, of course, Miranda can't attach, he's got weapons disabled. 1 evade, takes 2 shields, 1 shield off of the Wookiee Liberator.
Activo Pava, que creo que no debe, ¿verdad? No. Vale, pasa algo, pues entonces el Wookiee. Sí. 3 daditos. Repito por artillero. 1.
Damage goes on to Miranda. Okay. So a short combat round.
Sí, sí.
Solo que estoy aquí, tío, de verdad, cállate.
Y este creo que es el suave.
There we go. Trying to make sure that he doesn't give Miranda the opportunity to try and escape. And at least keep arcs on her. And meanwhile, Chewbacca is slowly removing those stress tokens.
Pues fase, a ver, low rig.
Yo me paso el ojo, aunque no sé mucho.
Y aquí lo te veo.
Yo... Mira, te llego. Rango 3 con piedra.
Vale.
So range 3, obstructed. Two hits. 1 evade, 2 blanks.
Entra uno.
Sí, sí, no es que no he dicho nada. Da igual.
And a shield that goes off of Lorik.
Todos se nos olvidan cosas a veces. Los otros no llegan nada. La primera vez Pava, pero creo que no.
No, porque si este está más cerca me llegaba.
He forgot to say C3PO, yeah. He didn't call C3PO on that defense roll.
¿Alguien tiene un grab? ¿Un grab shot?
Y ya se ha pasado.
¿Vale?
Muy bien.
Vale, la pava, 2 recto.
Too straight for Jess Pava? Being more cautious this time. Doesn't want to. Has decided that pursuing Miranda so heavily isn't going to lead to a good result.
El otro buki tiene padre. ¿No sobra? ¿Cómo?
Sí, sí.
¿Tienes abierto? ¿Otra vez?
Reinforces the front arc. We should say inside arc. Reinforces inside arc rather than outside arc. And the same with Lorik. Now Chewbacca. One straight green, removes the stress token, gets his actions back. Still got at least one focus token on the Ray card. 2 he's got there. He's got 2 focuses stacked on Ray.
¿También? Sí, pero hoy cambio, porque ya
Por Kylo, la que llevé yo ayer. Joder, veo que os ha gustado, tío.
no sé si voy a llegar a la pero lo que llevo sí o que no.
Si no cargas, no puede. Solo cargas si quieres tirarlo rápido.
Sí, sí, sí. No puedo regenerar si no ataco.
Tienes que tirar.
Tengo que atacar para...
Hostia. Sí, sí, no, te lo digo porque esa carta
So looks like he's going to focus up.
olvídate, él no depende de... Él no depende de...
Llevo los sensores que alertan para que no tengas máximo
Jugué contra Vader 11 y lo olieron.
No, slams once again to avoid attacks. So Lorik opens fire on Chewbacca. Gets 1 hit, 1 focus, spends uses expertise to change the focus. There's 2 evade.
Disparo yo a Lorik. Estoy dentro de tu arco. No, con ese me disparo.
No lo digo con este.
Ah, vale.
Chewbacca returns fire on Lorik. 1 hit, 1 focus, 1 blank.
Tiras 1, tiras 2. Nada, no.
Leaves it as it is with the reinforced token. No damage can go through. And they go back to Dials again. This looks like it's going to be one of those slow games. I mean, obviously with the 2 Wookiees, it became pretty obvious it was going to be a slow game. And Miranda has to use Slam to escape attacks. So, yeah, slow games.
Si no, ya sería la...
Se llama Debris Gambit, dejar experiencia.
Intensidad.
Y no, porque o la gastas para defender o la gastas para cargar.
Sí, pero no te la esquiva. No te la esquiva y... Sí, ya verás la lucha.
Ayer me escribí cuando me
Marcelo, mira, por Dios. 1.
Ahí está, bueno.
pegado.
Espera que compró.
Yo le pillé a Chojin las detalles y lo porque el Omega ya me pintó.
Okay.
El Omega mola.
So just Pava takes a free bank to the left. Looks like Loric's going to go over a rock. That's going to be important because he's going to lose that action, that reinforced token.
¿Tienes una cuña? Bueno,
La roseta. Claro, pero no. Claro.
con irme para un lado, tío, para otro.
Loric takes a free turn to the left, going over the rock. Rolls the dice. 4 damage. Check for a collision. Let's see what we get. Blank, no damage there, but Loric is now heavily exposed without that reinforcer token. And very likely to receive attacks from Miranda and Chewbacca.
Primero prueba, pero no prueba.
Oh, but expertly manages to block Chewbacca's hard one turn. Man, that was well read. Right, see, I wouldn't have expected Chewbacca to take a hard one turn there. And Miranda takes a free bank. She's still going to be an arc with 2 of them there. And receiving fire from Loric, sure, because Loric can't attack Chewbacca, so she slams again to try and avoid taking any damage. It's been a very squirrely game for this Miranda Donny. Only having action bombs means she's unable to drop those bombs when slamming. Okay, so Miranda doesn't attack. So this is Chewbacca then. Chewbacca's shooting first? Oh, because Loric's not got a target, okay. And he takes a shield off of the Wookiee Liberator. The Wookiee Liberator fires back, applies attention for Tactician, the stress for Tactician. Gets 1 hit, 2 focus results. No, doesn't use C-3PO or uses C-3PO to say 0. Gets the evade. 3 hits from Jess.
He dicho, no digo nada. Ah, vale. Digo 0, ¿vale? Añado una esquiva. Repito por lobo, creo.
And loses 2 shields on Chewbacca.
Es que esto de los Wookiees que mitigan daño es imposible.
Joel starts to let his frustration show of how much damage he managed to sink when he's got opportunities to do so.
Kylo hago instinto veterano, correcto. Contrato, sensores avanzados y el título. título, ¿vale? No llevas ópticas avanzadas, no cabe.
Me cabe uno de uno, pero lo lleva a 99, porque por poner el club sobrealimentado que esta no va a rentar.
Mola mucho, porque cuando haces el 4 koi, meter el impulso, o el torque, o el talón, y metes después el impulso. Claro, tío. Haces un talón de 3 y le metes un impulsito. Pero tú juegas a mover, tío. Tú olvídate de iniciar.
Y esto es, vamos a ver,
Sí.
los dedos, sensor de largo alcance,
Muy bien.
el título de los cañones,
Vale.
batería enlazada, conectaba los diversos y cañón láser pesado.
Los dos son CDPs. Vale, yo voy a 98. Vale, pues para mí vengo, arriba. Sí, porque vas a 2 y a 9, si voy a 4 y a 11, Ah, es verdad, vas a 11. Pues para ti, entonces. Es verdad, tío. Es que Taylor lo tengo ya pegado al máximo. Para ti, tiene sentido.
¡Angarbe! Chicos, comenzamos ronda.
Ok.
Okay. The Hangar Bay gets underway. Which you can see a couple of players just at the background of the image and just to the right behind Joel. Of course, Joel in English would be Joel. Abraham would be Abraham.
¿Y la habilidad de voltear sobre la cual?
¿Seguimos el diagonal este? Nada. Suerte.
¿Solo de ataque sin parte o no?
Ahí jugamos a dirección, hoy vamos a jugar a dirección.
Más suave.
Más la presión.
Oh, the match clock seems to have stopped. Marcelo, ¿cuánto tiempo queda?
Con Cañaco. Lo vemos que si yo soy mexicano.
I hate this little clock thing. I need to go back to the old thing.
Tiene actitud, Que hemos venido a movernos un poco, tío.
Vale.
I don't know why, it just
¿Dónde
stops.
estoy?
¿Bailo? Vale. Pues ahora que nos vamos.
Another slam. Of course, now Miranda's so disengaged from the match. The slams are more to be able to get back involved in the action.
Me falta una
Lizardo goes through to the top 8. Let me just get that up on the screen in one moment. Lizardo Montagut, champion of Valencia 2015, proceeds to the top 8,
Aquí.
playing Nim Miranda.
Aquí.
We got there. We got like 1 hit, 2 hits and a focus, and Roy Rolls gets us 4th with the focus token. 1 focus,
Eso que tengo que sacrificio, estoy yendo por el aposta.
1 shield, and I'm guessing we're looking at 3 damage cards.
No.
Después de haberla visto, a mí no me...
Ah, que lo tienes detrás, vale.
Oops, wrong ship. 1, 2, 3. The Wookiee Liberator.
Digo 0.
4 hits. Cool C3 for 1. Gets 1. Rerolls.
2.
Takes 2 damage.
Tira pava, 4 daditos.
4 hits. Focus result.
Y que llega un momento que, hostia,
1, 2, 3, 4 hit cards go on.
en Rock One igual.
Tipo la mitad, ¿no? Sí, sí.
Half points on Chewbacca.
Y los buenos tampoco son los buenos,
Y los buenos están
malos.
pero
Es la
los
primera
malos
vez
no.
en Star Wars que los buenos no son tan buenos.
Pero los malos, tío, a mí cuando matan a la madre, dije,
So just having a quick look at the top bracket. There you can see Lizardo Montagut proceeds through to the top 8 of the final stage after defeating Sergi Perez.
¿sabes? No hubiera pasado nada si no hubiera
And that's the first of the top 16 games to conclude with just over 30 minutes to go.
Ah, bueno, sí, vale, pues yo voy por aquí. Listo, ¿no? Hostia, pero el momento líder es sublime. El momento líder. Yo creo que a todos, tío, porque encima fue nadie se lo esperaba. Lo que nadie se esperaba es que está entre el episodio 3 y el 4. Sí, porque empieza a ser 4. Vale, pues uno recto y ojo. Ah, vale, vale, no, que no lo voy a hacer resaltado. Vale, la tensión es esta, Vader, muy suave.
Here Joel has got some difficulty because he needs to remove that stress token. He's got those 2 asteroids in front of him to either side. A 1 straight or 2 straight is going to put him probably on top of the larger asteroid to his left. Excuse me. I don't think Abraham's going to be able to block him at all, but definitely doesn't give him very many options. I think the 1 straight is going to put him on top of the asteroid, only just, but it's going to do it.
Espera, que salgo el mío, ¿vale?
Sí, mira, digo, sí, paso, sí.
Ah, mira, perfecto.
Sí que entra, ¿no?
Sí, sí, sí. Entra a la perfección.
Now that, you see that? Okay. So Abraham has managed to slot Jess Power just in front of the Chewbacca, blocking that 1 straight maneuver and making it so that next turn he's in even more of a difficult situation with regards to those asteroids.
No, este es mío.
Este es uno recto que tiene.
Vale. 2 cerrado. No sé, sí, cabrón.
So I'm guessing like there's a 1 straight bump straight to Chewbacca.
Ponlo en este lado.
And let's see if this 2 hard turn to the right does any good for Chewbacca. He's really close to that rock. Oh wow. Oof, expertly done. Wow. Okay. And that means the Wookiee Liberator is going to take a heavy attack this round, and even that reinforced token isn't going to be much help to him.
Dos cerrado. Fijo blanco. ¿Vale? ¿En cuánto está? 3, ¿no?
3.
Gasto el escudo para tirar un dado más, ¿vale?
Vale.
Si encuentro el dado aquí.
Joel's attack, Miranda Donny.
Repito esto.
David Diez advances through to top 8 stage as
Sí, tiro
well,
4 dados, estoy tirando la con.
having defeated Javi Navarro.
Sí, sí, es que si no... Son 4 dados más uno de porque me he quitado el escudo.
So he spent a shield
para
to
tirar más,
get
vale, que creía que estaba recuperando.
one
No,
extra.
o sea, tengo que matarlo.
Está claro, está claro.
Vale, entonces gasto el blanco fijado porque no se gasta el atacar.
And launches one of his missiles. He's got a harpoon missile.
Tiro, nada, fuera, entran.
So let me remove that
5.
extra munitions token. The damage cards go on anyway, and the Wookiee Liberated goes off the table with a heavy harpoon attack.
Ah, no, me podía sacar la esquiva de la mano. Ah, no, pero entraba antes.
Vale, pues tiro yo ahora. Tira el Wookiee. A cortas, controlando.
And that's one less harpoon missile on Miranda.
No lleva artillero, ¿no?
Remove that
Cero.
extra munitions token.
Con C3PO. Repito por lobo. ¿No vale?
Y con la segunda acción.
Pues entra uno. ¿Vale?
And he takes 1 damage on Chewbacca.
Aquí, Lowry.
So finally things start to give way for Joel on this round of combat. 3 hits and a blank. And 1 blank on Lorik. I'm guessing he's got the front reinforced, so he's going to suffer 2 damage and take those shields off. 1 and 2, gone. Things finally start to give way for Joel. The brick wall of defense of Abraham is it's finally started to erode under Joel's attack, under Joel's assault, once the harpoon missiles got involved. Miranda is currently blocked by that microphone. I moved too close to the table. You can just see the wingtip sticking out. Top card, David DF advances to top 8. So we press this button and we can see the top cut is evolving along these lines. David DF could be facing Miguel Pico, Antonio Roma. David DF is playing the Crimson Leader, Miranda Donny and Ezra Bridger in the Sheafapede shuttle. Is that how it says, isn't it? Sheafapede? Okay, so that's maybe this is probably the farthest a Resistance bomber has ever made it in competition to reach top 8 of a regional. I think it's probably the only Resistance bomber to ever reach the top. I might be mistaken, but I get the impression. 4K from Jess Pala. See, I'm expecting Chewbacca to take a hard 2 to the left, and that would mean that he's out of her arc and not obstructed for firing on her, so I'm not so sure how good of an idea that was. Reinforces front for Lorik. Oh, sorry, I've not changed the camera.
Miro de fijar a Lowry. No llego. Pues miro de fijar a Pava. Llego. como pava, ¿vale? 3 dados. Sí, sí, telete.
This is a TLT attack from Miranda Donny. Does not recover shields yet. Gets 1 hit. Looks like a focus token.
Recupera un escudo, ¿vale?
And then on this one he recovers a shield.
Nada.
To get nothing. What's going on here? Like my system not. There we go. Gets 3 hits with the expertise, changing the focus result. Says 0. Removes 2, takes 1 damage card. Oh, it's 2 damage cards. Okay. Down to 1 hull point on Chewbacca. Removing Chewbacca now would be something very powerful. With the 2 ships that Abraham's got left, I'm not sure he'd be able to control Miranda Donny enough to be able to stick damage on her. Chewbacca gets 3 focus results and a hit against Lorik. And Jess Power returns fire through a rock. Getting 2 hits, a focus result, re-rolled for 3. It's 2 focus and a blank, and Chewbacca is dust. A lot of dust in the rock in La Roca, floating in front of the camera. Like I say, I mean that's a big change for Abraham. And with only 20 minutes to go, it works to his favour, but I'm not sure that with the 2 ships he's got left, he can control Miranda Donny enough to be able to prevent her taking down one of his ships. Miranda, as everyone knows, is a very maneuverable ship with slams and action bombs, and well, he's still got 1 harpoon missile left, able to regenerate, and the 2 ships he's got. The X-wing, the T-670, is obviously somewhat capable as far as positioning is concerned. But the Wookiee not so much, and I'm just not sure if he's going to be able to keep her in arc, make sure he's got the opportunity to fight on her, and deny her the opportunity of applying damage. I mean, obviously the TLT against Lorik is going to be an uphill battle, but mais oui, Pelayo es Joël de Pousset de l'Open de France. Avec Guri. As I've just been reminded, Joel made the top 4 at the French Open 2016, playing Guri and I forget what else. I think he had a Dengar Guri. So another harpoon missile, it would appear. We're now out of harpoon missiles on Miranda, and against Jess Pava, let's discard those harpoon missiles. Gets 1 hit, spends the target lock. I can't see what that is. I can see 1, 3, 4 looks like. 4 hits. This is against Lorik. 1 focus results. He takes 2 of them after using a C3PO. 1 hit. Takes damage card on Miranda. Of course, he spent a shield token to make sure he threw an extra dice on the harpoon missiles, and they go back to Dars. So as damage starts to sink in on Lorik, Abraham, on paper, looking at the numbers, Abraham is not in a bad situation. He's got like 2 guns that he can fire on Miranda. She's now got that harpoon missile did less damage than expected. But I'm just not, and he's not flying his ships close together, so the harpoon condition doesn't really make any difference now. But like I said, I'm just not so sure that Abraham can manage to keep wrangling Miranda Donny for the next 18 minutes of the round. Because it's just, and so now she's just going to slam. He's going to do a 1 bank to the left. No, 1 straight. Yeah, 1 straight. And then she's just going to go 3 bank, slam. Oh wow, 3 straight and blocked. Wow. That was unexpected. Okay, that's cool. So we've got an actionless Miranda at range 2 of Jess Parva. Jess Parva's going to take TLT. So at most she's going to lose shields. I can see 1 hit. Gets focuses. Takes the down. No, suspended. 2 hits and a focus on the return attack from Jess Parva. He's going to use nothing, and one evade, loses the shield that he regenerated on the TLT attack. Back to Dials. A non-consequential attack combat round there. He's just going to regenerate with R2-D2 on Jess Parva.
Pava, 1, recupera un escudo.
Jess Parva takes a 1 bank right, green, recovers a shield.
El otro, este hace 4 recto. Y respuesta trasero.
Suelto un detonador térmico, ¿vale?
Sí, sí, sí.
No lo pongo.
Solo tengo que abrir para eso. Como de todo.
Alberto Díaz
Vale, pues te llevas 2
defeats
daños,
Jorge
¿vale?
Aumento.
Y una tensión.
Aumente o aumento. And proceeds to top 8. Where is he? Alberto Díaz. There he is. He appears on the screen as Alberto Guindo. I don't know what's happened there. I know his name's Alberto Díaz Guindo. Yeah. And the target locks Lorik.
¿Vale?
And spends that target lock to reroll, gets 2 focus results, 1 hit, frustration shows for Joel. Second attack, recovers a shield, and another inconsequential round of combat. Miranda is out of arc for both of Abraham's ships, so they go back to Dials again.
Es increíble, ¿eh? Es que con las TLTs te estoy haciendo uno o ninguna.
Cuando has empezado a disparar, yo recuerdo que ya tenías fallos y también tenías que recuperar, pero...
Ya, pero es que, a ver, es que lo que no es posible es que los Wookiees, con defendiendo un dado, te tienes que ver siempre 3. Entre una cosa y otra.
Hard 2 turn to the right, to left, sorry, for Jess Power, and hard, hard 3 turn to the left for Lorik. Miranda is currently disengaged, so we're going to see some a slam. This is going to be a complete non-round while the ships reposition. He's going to slam, isn't he? He's not going to try and take a TLT attack at Jess through the rock there.
No. Voy a TLT y tú con C3P o refuerzo.
Para quedarte agarrando uno que no te puedes sacar. Siempre me rayaba mucho, tío. Porque a él te dispara y yo disparo. Sí, tú me disparas con la básica. Pero yo te quería contestar al escudo. Te quería disparar, pero luego digo... No, si no, por eso. Lo digo porque me quedaba uno, pero porque me digo, ahora 3 contra 3. Pero te digo que
Luis,
que me he puesto ahora con el slam, que podía haber terminado y salirme de alto, pero digo, me voy a poner 1 contra 1 y son 3 dados míos contra 3. Pero luego lo que salió, Ok, pues, Kylo.
results of the Petricide. Luis Casasas advances through to top 8, having defeated Ismail Roj, the Admiral. Alberto Guindo will face off against Lizardo Montagut. Alberto is playing Weak Old Terok and what's his name? Fenrao. And Lizardo is playing Miranda Nim. And Joel is frustrated once again. He's recovered a shield. Inside range 2. Takes. Stress for Tactician. 2 hits. Takes off 1 of the shields. He managed to recover this round. Things are going to the wall.
Es que es dantesco, tío. Es que es dantesco. El esfuerzo es... Vale.
Y no llega. ¿Correcto? Este no me llega. Este no dispara, este no dispara, este no dispara, este no dispara, este sí. Sí. ¿A quién vas? Muy bien. Cañón. 4. Con ojo. Batería cazada. Muy bien. Ah, pues.
Vale. Vale.
Pues. ¿Hasta el ojo? 1. ¿Hasta la esquiva? 1 más para ir. Muy bien. Tan fácil creía que los creas. Me he venido súper arriba, tío. Me he venido súper arriba.
Esfuerzo número 21.
Choco. Vale.
Se mueve la
How did Fenwell detonate? Got dropped? He did. Didn't see that, and there's no damage got done by it, no?
No, si verme me ves, pero que...
No, digo piedra.
Sí, no, ¿verdad?
No, hay la esquina esta es mucho.
TLT. 1.
Recovers the shield for the second TLT attack. Looks like Jespap's going to return fire, gets one hit, re-rolls for a focus and nothing, so just one hit there, got saved. And we go back to dials. We're going to go now for see the top cup as it's progressing. Lizardo against Alberto Guindo, Miranda Nim against Fuik, Old Tarok and Finn Rao. Luis Casasas beats Ismael Roj. He'll be playing against Victor Donet or Pedro Villena. And on the other side of the table, not many results. David Dief has defeated Javier Navarro. We're currently waiting to see what happens in our game. Ruben Barrio is the Nim Miranda player against Alex Campos, and Alex is playing... Oh, I can't remember. I think he's got a Sheafapede. I think he's got a ghost. No, I don't know. I'll give up. Sheafapede and a Wookiee. I don't know what else. So 2-turn right. 2-turn left.
¿Estaba aquí o aquí?
Cuando aquí con la flota de Rusia contra los Estados Unidos, esto es épico.
Vale, estaba aquí. Sí.
Joder, me tenía que tocar la misa de Rusia. Yo llevo cruise missiles. Yo soy Tom Cruise.
¿Quién lleva ahí?
Ese es el auténtico Tom Cruise, tío.
Termal.
Throws a thermal detonator again.
Es un poco más Trump.
Thermal detonators are the ones that they don't do damage.
Depende.
¿La pongo?
They just apply stress, or he can't. He gets down to the point where he's only got.
Dos daños y una tensión.
Did not have customize? Okay.
Venga ahí.
Dos a dos.
So he's out of bombs and missiles now. Oh no, he's taken it. Of course, I wasn't paying any attention there, and he's got the 2 damage on Lorik for the thermal detonator on Sabine.
No, yo estoy a rango 2. Fuera de tu movido. Había perdido los escudos y la carta.
So 2 hits and a blank.
Vale.
Uses C3PO, and the reinforced token means he's not going to get any. There's no change there. Second attack. Chooses not to recover a shield or spend one. 3 hits with a focus token spent. Takes a damage card. Lorik goes down to 1 hull point. 3 hits. Blank. 2 damage and 2 shields and a damage card go on to Miranda Donny. This next round will be decisive whether or not Joel can manage to get the damage on Lorik to take him off the board, giving him only just 1 ship to wrangle.
¿Cuánto queda? No lo sé. Marcelo, ¿ahora? 5.
As it stands, Abraham is winning this game by a margin of 20 points. Joel has to destroy Lorik to advance to top 8. Lorik needs to take a long free bank to the right to try and avoid receiving that damage this round. Jess takes a free Talon roll. See, that was a bad idea. He needed to try and run. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so slams. Oh no! Out of arc. Now Lorik, 2-turn left. Lorik needs to go 2-turn left to be able to hope to. Oh no, 2-turn left. It's not going to get that far away from her to be able to avoid arc, to be able to avoid TLT. So maybe he needs to take that free bank right again to try and go as far away as possible from Miranda Donny. Take a look. What we want Lorik to be doing is to try and get as much range as possible from Miranda Donny. No. I mean, I say no. Let's see. What's Jess gonna do? She regenerated shield last time she did a green maneuver to remove the stress.
Bueno, sí, claro, que
That's the end of the game. Obviously. Jess. Yeah, because Miranda would just be slamming out of the way of Jess for the next couple of moments and next couple of rounds, and Jess would not be able to get close enough to stick damage on her. So that brings us to the end of the top 16 game, and Joel Guillamon advances 71-54 on a very close conclusion. Joel Guillamon, there he goes through to top 8 to play the victor of Ruben Barrio. I've got to switch that around. I've got him on the top bit instead of on the bottom bit. Ruben Barrio and Alejandro Campos.
Déjame el 2 cerrado, que a mí se me atasca. No se atasca mogollón.
Pues te entra nada. Muy bien. Y te bajamos. ¿Es el número? 4. Número 4. Mi número. Vale.
Un minuto.
Y este. ¿Con qué maniobra hacemos? Ese no es el. Ah, no, por el 4 tío. Espérate, eso no se encuentra.
No me has dejado tiempo.
Claro.
Pero es con la.
Sí. El 3 tiene para un lado y para otro.
Ya, pero ese es el 3.
No sé, no es tal.
O sea, es.
Haces esto, así para abajo. Y lo pones aquí. Lo tienes aquí y lo pones aquí.
Vale, o sea, con el 3 cerrado y con el
Para la vuelta, lo voltea.
Dos abierto.
es tal, que no es serio.
Sí. Muy bien. 4.
Batería enlazada. Dos abierto.
Ah, pues la batería. Pues la batería. ¡Ah! 1. Pues nada.
No, chava abuelo.
Tom Cruise se va. Ha pillado mucho,
Sí, le da mucha leche.
Joder.
Es que los cantinitos.
4 CLP.
La batería.
Uno activo.
Joder, cuántos alfas en la mesa, ¿no?
Y otro. Estoy jugando muy rápido, ¿verdad? Vale, pues seguimos.
Y si activas en sensores avanzados al principio, a la nave, si activas al principio.
Yo cuando te he disparado una a este cabrón y te he dejado 1 de vida ya caído, digo.
Todos. Cerrados. 2. Regenero. Los dos escudos.
Está bien.
Bien hecho, ¿eh? Era un buen partido, ¿eh? Enhorabuena.
Aunque me he olvidado un par de veces de que les pero tampoco...
Vale, quítate eso antes de que te copias, ¿vale? Y ven a hacer entrevista, ¿vale?
Que tan buen día que cuesta hasta moverlo.
Abraham, enhorabuena por haber llegado hasta el top.
Sí, por
16,
primera vez.
¿vale?
Por primera vez.
No tienes ninguna cosa para sentirte mal, pero lo veo que estás tocado.
Sí,
Ya.
sí, la verdad, porque no es que lo haya tenido cerca, pero he cometido un par de fallos no tan graves como el de no utilizar 2 o 3 veces a C3PO, que en medio de la tensión de la partida se me ha olvidado, como sí que en el último movimiento he pensado más en recuperar un escudo con pava cuando no me acordaba que no le quedaban bombas. Yo hago un 2 o 3 cerrado y medio le cazo y lo amenazo, y eso es lo que de verdad me ha molestado.
Sí, perdona, que estoy viendo
Sí.
que todo está terminando y tengo que ir informando. Si me permites, te puedo decir lo que yo pensaba que era tu error hacia el final, porque lo tenías ganado hasta los últimos 2 minutos.
Sí, hasta el último minuto.
Y era un poco de que cuando ya quedaba 5 minutos, de que tu Lori, que estaba con un punto de casco, tendrías que haber hecho movimientos más largas para intentar escapar. Quizá,
También, sí.
quizá,
Cuando
¿sabes?
me he chocado con él, me había jugado en la fase de disparo, pero luego no
Lo que
podía.
yo sí he notado es que has sido un jugador honrado, has querido tomar la partida como es y lo querías luchar por ello. Pero claro, en esta situación era tu ventaja escaparse. No lo has hecho, no has decidido hacerlo porque estabas jugando para derrotarle.
Sí, yo iba para matar.
Ya. Y claro, cuando, o sea, yo me fui por ahí porque la partida estaba acabada. Él iba a escapar, pero tú seguías jugando por la posibilidad pequeña de que podrías intentar a pegar bastante daño.
Si yo hubiera escapado, ya mato a Chewbacca, yo me voy y ya está.
Por eso te doy un saludo
Aquí se viene a matar.
al soldado. Explica un poco para que la gente sepa por qué llevas este traje.
Pues nada, soy abogado y tengo un cliente que es militar y pues bueno, pues me ha regalado un traje de piloto de la tormenta del desierto del 90 de la del 2003 y un casco de piloto de helicóptero de Hui. Y como los las coñerías Bukis parecen los helicópteros Hui del Vietnam, pues había que ir preparado.
Vale, claro. Entonces vas con... Vale, ahora lo pillo.
Eso
también, pero también vienes disfrazado a mayor.
Sí, a veces tengo el piloto de LX y el casco de Poidamelo también lo tengo.
Genial. Así que, to explain in English briefly, okay, being a lawyer, he's got a client who's in the military, gifted him the flight suit from the 2003 Desert Storm campaign and a Huey pilot helmet. And because he's flying the 2 Wookiees, which are known as being the Hind D helicopters, that was your decision that you wanted to dress up as if play the part, yeah. And give us a look at the gun as well, because that's pretty impressive.
Es la réplica de la pistola Glock con la que se hacen las prácticas.
It's just plastic, que es una goma.
Sí, pero es militar, es auténtica.
Yeah, no, it's an authentic military prop that they use for practices and what's the word? Maneuvers, there you go. Ok, pues mira, has llegado al top 16, has marcado un buen papel para la comunidad de Valencia, ¿vale? Así que enhorabuena.
Muchas gracias.
¿Vale? ¿Te vas a quedar por aquí o te vas a ir a casa?
Sí, no, una ronda más y luego ya me iré para casa.
Muy bien, genial, muchas gracias, un placer como siempre.
Venga, hasta
¿Vale?
luego.
Joel, enhorabuena, ¿eh?
Muchas gracias.
Enhorabuena por haber llegado al top 8 del regional, que ya estamos hablando de que tampoco es el más lejos que has llegado, ¿no? Que en Cuset, en Francia, llegaste a top 4 con Guri y Dengar.
Dengar,
¿Ya?
y además un Dengar muy loco.
Ya. Muy bien. ¿Qué tal esa partida?
A ver, yo en la mente tenía una estrategia montada.
Sí.
Después empiezas la partida, ves lo que te hace el otro y dices, esto no me sirve para nada mi estrategia. Y ya tocaba improvisar. Por suerte he podido hacer más o menos lo que quería, que era Chiwi, estréllate y cruzan los dedos. Tenía que ir con cuidado sobre todo del rango 2. El rango 2 era lo que más daño me hacía, porque claro, llevaba estratega y encima en los 2 Wookiees y encima en uno llevaba artillero. Claro, iba yo con el culito bien quieto.
Muy bien, no, lo has hecho bien. Y hasta el último minuto, hasta los últimos 2 minutos no tenías la partida ganada. Y se puede comentar la honradez de Abraham, de que es un jugador que es muy como él se va por el juego. Claro, muchas oportunidades tenía de ir a escaparse con Lorek, especialmente en los últimos minutos que tenía un casco, de intentar escaparse y ponerse rango a ti para defenderse mejor, y no lo hice. Lo hice maniobras más cortas, intentando reposicionar, intentando conseguir pillarte.
Sí.
Y claro que en un cierto manera te regalaron la partida ahí.
Sí, sí,
por no intentar defenderse.
Yo creo que él se ha equivocado en el momento en el que si vas con los dos juntos, me vas a ver con uno de los dos, y Miranda estaba muy tocada. Y yo, es que me la puedes volar.
Sí.
Porque tal como estaba Lowry, que estaba ya con una condición de arpón,
sí,
por mucho que tengas C3PO y el refuerzo, vale que mi mano era para sacarse el sombrero ahí, de un impacto en un impacto. Pero dices, te has quedado a 3, te has comido a 4, te has comido una termal con Sabine.
Dime cómo estaba la decisión aquí del tema del TLT y la Harpoon, porque tú estabas jugando. ¿Te pasaba alguna vez este fin de semana?
La única vez que con TLT no, yo he sido Harpoon, mano abierta, ¡boom! 5. Y después ha sido otra vez Harpoon, ¡boom!
No,
5
pero
más.
digo que
pero con la TLT no me ha pasado ninguna vez.
No te ha salido el crítico ni nada de
no.
eso.
No, de hecho cuando estaba jugando ahora contra Abraham lo estaba pensando diciendo,
¿qué pasará?
Me interesa meterle un crítico cuando estaba a 2 de morir, y le he metido uno y ha sido ya cuando he tardado 2 turnos en matarlo.
La pregunta es más que nada porque Abraham tenía la iniciativa y supuestamente la decisión es, no sé cómo lo han decidido aquí, pero la mayoría de gente están diciendo que la iniciativa es el que decide primero, así que si era... No sé, me borro del tema y me olvido del tema.
Yo la verdad
me aburro.
Me daba igual. Yo, si deciden de que entra el crítico, pues bueno, la carta extra entra. Que no, pues no, me da igual. Yo he venido aquí a divertirme, he traído una lista que me divierte, que es Chiwi. De Chiwi normalmente saca 3 esquivas con un dado, está todo muy bien pensado, gracias a Martinez. Pero ya está, no hay más. Y Miranda, que bueno, me hacía gracia jugarla.
Genial, pues muchas gracias. Alberta también se pasa el top 8, ¿no? Así que Barcelona bien representado, ¿no?
Sí, Tabarnia está bien representada.
Ya, muy bien. Adiós, claro, Tabarnia es como el otro comunidad que se quieren decir que son independientes de Cataluña ahora. A ver.